you wanna know is secret.
What's up, guys? My name is FIFA Trickster, mostly known as Pele. Welcome back to a new episode of Monde, Sportif. Today I have one of my good friends, Brad Akinfi, who was the manager of PSG. And I also have, I do not know how to say his name, but he will introduce himself. I'll just call him Suarez for now. So, guys, go ahead and introduce yourself. Say what team you were playing in and what league, and talk about a little about yourself. Brad,
Go on,
first.
you can go first.
All right.
Oh, me? Right. I'm XC Jack and Thief. Play for New York City. And yeah, sound.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
much.
I'm Rambo Suarez Don. Yeah, co-manager for AS Nancy. Yeah.
All right, so I just first of all I just want to say thank you to both of them. I couldn't find Vonnegut had to go offline; he couldn't get on, so I had to find one of them to help me out. So Brad stepped in with that, and I really appreciate that. So this week has been a really busy week for me, so this is going to be a bit late for the Monde Sportif episode. It's supposed to be on early in the day, so we'll just get to the points, and hopefully it works out well. And if you guys have any question, make sure to put it down in the comment below. So first off, we'll go with the results from League One. So games played, there were some big games in general. I know Troyes plays PSG, and PSG, did PSG beat them 2-1, you said, Brett?
2-1, yeah.
Yeah, so PSG won that. PSG is still undefeated, so PSG, the standing is as it goes. PSG first, Guingamp second, Monaco, Troyes, RC Lens, and Toulouse. This is actually the first season that Lyon and Lille has been outside of the top six. But both teams haven't played one game. They had their game postponed to be played on tomorrow at
Friday.
9 p.m. Yep. At 9 p.m. So that will be a different story after. I'm pretty sure one of them might be able to jump into one of them. Well, Lyon has a chance to jump into the top six, but Lille will only be able to stay top seven. So hopefully we'll see what come out of that. But PSG and Guingamp are the favorite team starting this week because they're both undefeated on League One. There's a lot of I heard there's a lot of great communication in PSG going that part. I seen Anthony Crin. I don't know how to say his last name.
Kildare.
Yeah, that guy. And Thomas Muller. I guess they're having a good connection, so they're being putting PSG on their back. Now League Two, it hasn't been as much interested, but because I do the tables, when I do the tables, I can see that Angers started to get hot. They lost their first game, and now they're second. And then New York Ties, is that how you say it? I'm guessing, but they are first. And then Owen's team, Jovetic's team, actually dropped from second to sixth. So League Two is still a tight run for the top two. So we'll see what happens this week. Hopefully, we'll see some teams breaking away from that, being included in that top six, but more contested for the top two. So I'll just be asking Brad and Suarez about their knowledge or their understanding of what happened this first week in League One and Two. So guys, go ahead. What do you guys think of League One and League Two this week? Do you guys is there any teams that catch your attention by any chance?
Yeah. Guingamp. Because last season Guingamp didn't do too well. Just found themselves just out of the bottom of relegation, just making it. So they got really. It's a surprise for them to even be second.
Now, do you say that because of the manager role they changed, or because Avid left the league, or it's just in general? Did they do a whole rebuild, Brad? Do you know? Because I haven't been looking at the roster. So
Pretty much as a whole rebuild. FIFA bad boys, apparently. So they're obviously a decent team from what I've heard. But when you've looked at the fixtures they've played, they've not played the greatest of teams. They've played the mid-table teams, really, and only just won by one goal. But obviously, 3 points is all you need, so working.
That's all it needs in this league for now. But
without a doubt.
Yeah, exactly. As the season progressed, especially the week 3 and 4, it's going to be the week that you need to be able to score goals because goal difference can really come into play. Like last season, it was really going to be a close one between, I think, PSG and Lille, if I'm not mistaken.
6 goals.
Yep, so it was really close there. So it has to be, both teams have to be able to play out. And now we're turning our focus into the MLS. MLS was a different story. It's the first season. It's the first week. So, of course, you know, some teams are going to start into that pressure of who's going to be first up, who's going to be that team to watch. And honestly, to me, I would say the team to really watch for the second week would be Chicago. They still haven't lost. They won 3. They tied 2. And there's a lot of teams really in the MLS that you can watch. It's not the same type of football as it's in League One. It's more like one is Europe football, one is more like Latin American kind of football. It's different. It's less paced. It's more teams are putting 10 behind the ball instead of all going counterattack against each other. So different type of football. So MLS, in my point, I know Eastern Conference. It looks like Eastern Conference is the kind of the underdogs because there's some good teams there, but the western side of the league has some good teams as they've shown. I know FC Dallas have won 4 and tied 1, so they're one team to watch on the western side. You guys, what do you guys think is one team that could come up that needs to step forward big time this week on both conference?
Going to the bottom.
No, we are not going to the
ones
bottom.
at the bottom. The ones
I'd
at the
say in the
bottom
Western-
could change it.
Yeah, in the Western Conference, I'd have to say Colorado because I heard they had a massive win, but then they were first. And
Oh wow, okay. Swiftly moving on. Yeah, the bottom teams, all they need is 5 wins at least, and then the top. But anything can happen. The teams to look out for at the moment are the top 2 of each league, which are Dallas and Seattle, and New York City and Chicago.
And those 4 are pretty much the main teams to watch for. I would say honestly, the team that I really heard that's been playing well is Dallas, mostly offensively. Defensively, they conceded 6 goals, but they're still showing. I also heard from players around that the most effective team on defense is New York City, but it's not really showing on the field. We are the only team with 3 goals conceded. Everyone else has 5, 6. So it would be a great pleasure if this week really we see what teams really are there to be watched for in the 3rd and 4th week. So we'll see what happens there. But good luck. I would say good luck to all the teams in all the divisions. Hopefully it all goes well for especially us. We're trying to get out of that groove of that last day. So hopefully it works out. Now we're going to looking into the team of the week. Now, team of the week came out a bit late, especially for League 2. I know there was a bit of problem because there was a player, Frazakov. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but he had the most team of the week points, but he was not in the starting 11. And then someone that had 37 team of the week with him 57. He did not make it. A lot of players keep saying that it was unfair, and I said it myself. It's unfair because I know I voted for the guy, but I had to leave the selection because I had work to do. So there's a bit of an issue there. Brad, do you have anything to say on that team of the week? Is there any way we can be more fair with it other than just vote or favors it?
I think the managers should be able to have a say in it, but to an extent that they should have a list to vote from. Shouldn't just be admins. Admins should have a vote, but the managers have played with them, and the admins haven't. They can only go off the stats. So if you get the managers who's played against them, so I think that's fair.
That's one point that I was looking at as well. I'm going to say great minds think alike. Brad and me, genius. No, I'm kidding. But I think what we should be more focused on team of the week is we should make a short list of the top players and then send that in a message to managers. And if they don't get their vote in before Wednesday, then their vote won't be casted. That way, managers have an idea of what players will be there, what players will not be there. It's just a short list, so they don't really know what players will be there. So if 6 of each positioning, except goalkeeper, put 4 goalkeepers on that and send it out, it will be an easier way for managers to have a say on it. It will be an easier way for players to know what they're really going for. Most players, when they're on Team of the Week, they don't really care if it's bench or not. I know some players do, but it doesn't really matter to us. So we just wanted to get that out of the way. That's one way to improve it. We'll see what we will do with that. But other than that, let's talk about the cup that was last Wednesday. I don't know I don't know really what's going on with the Ligue Coupe de France. But I know Lyon lost to one of the League 2 teams 4-1.
She made Nurtus or something like that.
Yeah, they lost to them 4-1, which is pretty shocking. But Lyon have been struggling, so nothing really we could do there. Brad, was there any games out there that catch your attention by any chance? I mean, MLS, there was not really much to see because it's really, you don't know all the teams, so you can't really talk much about it.
Probably Monaco losing 1-0 to Nimes and they're third of the Liga 1. That's a shock. And Evian going out to Le Havre. It's pretty shocking, to be fair. From being Liga 1 teams and being in playoffs and whatnot, they should be doing better. Especially if Monaco doing well at the start of the season proves that they can't last.
Yeah, that's definitely a good point. Now, the cup is gonna be, I mean, for MLS, the cup, the games to watch will be for the next Wednesday games will be the New York Derby again, which will be New York Red Bulls versus New York City. So that will be one game to watch on the MLS. There's not much going on there. Some teams have gotten eliminated, and some teams are not well known as others, but there's some great talent still in there. I think it just needs a little bit of work, teamwork, and teams will be to a higher standard. I don't know the games that's going on in League 1 and 2 for the Coupe de France. Brad, do you have any suggestion on that? Have you caught any team's attention so far on the Cup? Any big games?
The Cup for France.
Yeah. I think the only one I saw was Troyers and Guingamp.
Guingamp, yeah.
That's the only one that kind of caught my attention. Other than that, there was not really.
I would probably say Le Havre actually for a Liga 2 standoff as well.
Yeah,
probably.
I mean, the team that beat Lyon, they will be on the watch because they are first in League 2 and they're pretty. I heard they have a really good team to play with. So. Watch out for them. Watch them to be underdog, and you never know what could happen. They could go all the way. You never know. It's just a team. I heard great things for them, and I think Fraser Koff plays for them. He's been outstanding.
Yeah,
so that's a good thing. My good friend Diego Costa, 19TG, plays for them too. So best of luck, buds. Hopefully you guys win next week and go on from there. Other than that, we'll talk about the preview for this coming games that's coming. MLS, there is a bunch of games coming up, but as I said again, there's not big names out there. It will just be all teams need to fight for their position in the table. League 1 and League 2, Brad can talk about a bit more about some of the games that will coming up. I know especially Sundays there might be a big game. Brad, take it away. It's all yours.
Big games are probably Evian versus Lille. With Lille having a bad start and Evian having an alright start for a mid-table team, this could decide Lille's fate and where they'll come. PSG v Guingamp will be interesting for them both being at the top for a start and could potentially decide the title. And Lyon Troyes, very quality passing teams, so from what I've seen, it'll be tough, but Lyon's bad start, Troyes probably win.
Yeah,
3-0.
Yeah, those are some big games with Brad making the prediction of 3-0 to Troyers. But other than that, I would just want to say thank you to Brad again for coming in, and Suarez, I don't know what happened. I guess he had some technical difficulties, so we'll catch him on the next one if we can get him in. Also, I want to say best of luck to all the teams out there. Hopefully, you guys score enough goals so we can get some Team of the Week points out there. Second week, it's going to be a critical week for most teams because it's going to be a week that you have to step up. You have to step up your game a bit more to show the league that you can play and be that team to watch. And so players can be. Hopefully, nobody plays park the bus again. And Brad, I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about because they will need it. They will need all the 15 points they can get. Other than that, I would just want to say thank you to all the VFL players. Thank you to everyone that joined us in VFL. This video should be up within 3 hours. Hopefully, my computer is not the best right now because of all my schoolwork. So, again, best of luck to all of you. Thank you for checking this video out. We'll see you guys on the next episode. So, Brad, what are you talking about?
In the MLS this weekend will be interesting.
This week will be interesting.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, because you got the other conference playing each other. Decide how good the other conference is.
You never know. This is where you're gonna see which conference is stronger, and MLS is different. So we'll see what happens. But other than that, guys, we appreciate you guys for watching the video, watching the live stream because this is apparently being live. I'm live streaming right now. So I want to say again, thank you all. I'm been saying thank you all the time, but thank you all for checking it out. Brad, you can say your goodbye to your fellas.
Yeah, good night, boys. Past my bedtime.
Yeah, you should be in bed. But other than that, guys, we're out. Peace.
Night,
See you guys next one.